this realization that empathy can get them a lot of good things also. So why not use empathy? Why not just showcase it? Why not just exhibit it and enjoy the perks that comes, with it? Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about a kind of a narcissist, I mean a variety that has got the traits of both the grandiose as well as the covert. And I'm making this video because a lot of people asked me, is there a type of narcissist that has got both the traits of a grandiose one and the covert one? And the answer is yes. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So let us briefly understand who these covert narcissists are. Covert narcissists do crave attention, admiration, and validation, but it's not that obvious. It's all hidden. Yeah, it's hidden behind their sad story. Yeah, coverts are a little shy, introverted. They are not that outgoing, and they have a sad story in general. So these past sad stories, I mean their sad stories are like conversation starter for them. Yeah, and that's how they trap their victim. These covert narcissists, that's how they establish control over their victim, by constantly narrating about their sad story, the challenges they faced, the suffering they endured, and the list goes on. So this is who these coverts are. Now let us briefly understand who these grandiose ones are. Grandiose types, they display a lot of arrogance, they display a lot of superiority, and they constantly need attention and admiration and validation. And they appear to be someone who is a little extroverted, a little outgoing, not as shy as the covert ones. And they like controlling, they like being admired. And both the types lack empathy, so they really don't care what's going inside of you. Both grandiose and covert types lack self-reflection. They really don't think that there is anything wrong with them, or there's anything wrong with what they are doing with their victim. They think it's absolutely okay and fine. And error, mistake, and flaw is for the inferior one. Yeah, us, the victims and the others. They know it all, and they have perfected everything. They are perfect, and the world has to listen to them and obey them and worship them, and it goes on. So this is who these covert and grandiose narcissists are. So now when we look at these narcissists, I mean the covert grandiose narcissists, uh, these narcissists can be either covert in the beginning or grandiose in the beginning, and they evolve and they realize that this narrative, I mean the facade that they have built, is not that doable. It's not something that can be used all the time, or it's not going to help them on the long run. So they adapt, they learn, and they evolve. So the covert grandiose narcissists can be a grandiose in the start or covert in the start, and they learn, they realize that just these tricks are not enough. Yeah, I need to add in some more. So that's how these grandiose covert, or whatever you call it, a covert grandiose narcissist comes into existence. They start as a covert, or they can even start as a grandiose, and then they learn with time that just one way of dealing things is not going to do good. Yeah, so they need to have both of it. They need to have the sad story also, and they need to have their achievements also. Yeah, so these are kind of narcissists that have evolved over time. Yeah, now these narcissists, these covert grandiose or grandiose covert, I mean whatever you call them, these narcissists, they might narrate their sad story oh, I had to go through a lot of this and that, my pain is the greatest one, I suffered a lot. And then they are going to brag about their achievement also. Well, I have achieved this because I went through all of that. It didn't come so easily, it was not served to me on a platter. Yeah, so they make sure that they tell you that, you know, whatever they have achieved, there is a sad story. Yeah, there is a painful story, there is a long chain of suffering, pain and agony, and only then they have reached this point where they are enjoying. So they are the ones who truly deserve. So they have a sad story and they have a good story also. The good story is in the form of achievement, you know, that they have achieved, maybe like a degree, a good job, a good house, a good car, and everything came because they endured a lot of pain, they did not give up. Yeah, so that's how the story transforms. When we look at the covert ones have that sad story, but there is nothing good that they have to talk about. But these evolved ones, you know, they have a sad story as well as you know, a good one as well. And they tell you that they are the stronger one, they are the one who were resilient, who had lots of perseverance, and they did not give up and they faced it, and that's how they have come where they are. So this is one of the signs of these covert grandiose or grandiose covert narcissists. The next sign that you can observe with these kinds is that these narcissists, they have fluctuating self-esteem. So they might appear to be very confident, very superior, very invincible, strong, tough, hard, difficult, and you know, within a second you can see them transform into vulnerable beings. Yeah, crying, howling, and someone who's very insecure. So they display, you know, the traits of both, and they do this, you know, so that they can control you better and manipulate you better. Yeah, they know that if they are going to keep on displaying their grandioseness, if they are going to keep on displaying their superiority, people might get bored and people might suspect that there's something wrong with him. So let's bring in some vulnerability, let's bring in some weaknesses. Yeah, so these narcissists are very, you know, manipulative, let me tell you, because they have evolved. These coverts have evolved, these grandiose has evolved, and that's how, you know, they become this combination type. Not all of them evolve, but yes, some of them evolve and they learn and adapt that old tricks are not working, I need to, you know, learn new tricks, and that's how I'm going to keep my victims on hook without being called out, without being exposed. So yes, one sign that you can observe is this fluctuating self-esteem. The next sign is that these narcissists, they know how to use empathy. Yeah, these narcissists have evolved, the covert becoming a covert grandiose, the grandiose becoming a grandiose covert. So they have evolved and they know the importance of empathy. Yeah, and you know, they have this you know, on off button. Yeah, they can turn on empathy and they can turn off. Ideally, we know that narcissists lack empathy, they really don't care, and that's how it is, they really don't care what's going inside of you, but they can, you know, exhibit this pseudo empathy. Yeah, they are not feeling anything on the inside, but they are just you know, pretending as if, you know, they are, you know, feeling what you are going through, or they are, you know, hearing you out. So these narcissists, they do this so that they can find out your weakness, vulnerabilities, and then they can use it later against you or to control you. So these narcissists have this realization that empathy can get them a lot of good things also. So why not use empathy? Why not just showcase it? Why not just exhibit it and enjoy the perks that comes, you know, with it? So these narcissists, they are big time into using empathy. It's not the genuine empathy that they have for the others or for the victim. It's just for show. Yeah, to appear to be someone, you know, who's filled with empathy, who hears everyone, who respects everyone, who, you know, can feel others pain. But that's all a kind of a show thing, yeah, nothing goes on the inside. Yeah? The next sign to observe is that these narcissists, these combination narcissists, they exhibit both superiority as well as envy. They might appear to be someone who's very superior, who doesn't care, and all of a sudden they are jealous of, someone else. Yeah, so you can see both the things. They have this insecurity. They might pretend that they really don't care, but all of a sudden they begin to care. Yeah, they are envious of people, those who they think are better than them. So they are envious of people, and they display that they don't care, they are superior, and everyone is beneath them, everyone needs to learn from them, and they are everything. So they exhibit both these sides, the superiority side also and the envious side also. The next sign is that these narcissists, these mixed types, these narcissists are big time into invalidating others' pain, others' challenges, others' suffering, and others' success and achievement. Their pain is the greatest, their achievement is the best. Yeah, that is there on this planet. Others are less. So they are going to invalidate others' pain, they are going to invalidate others' challenges, they are going to invalidate others' achievement and success. What they have achieved, that is the best. Yeah, and what they have gone through, that is the worst. Yeah, there is nothing else. So they are big time into invalidating people's challenges, people's pain and success and achievement. The next thing that you can observe with these narcissists is that they keep telling their victim and the others that you have got no idea what happiness and respect you are going to get if you sacrifice. So they suggest, they advise others to sacrifice, and that's how one day they are going to be respected and they're going to reap the fruit of the sacrifice. But they are not into it, they are not into sacrificing anything. These covert grandiose type, they are not into sacrificing anything, but they advocate, they suggest others that sacrifice this, and they basically do this with their victim. They want their victim to prioritize their needs, yeah, or do things what they want. So they give all these phrases, they give all these dialogues, you need to learn to sacrifice, yeah, only then great things happen to you, only then you would be respected for the sacrifices made by you. So these narcissists, these covert grandiose type, they're very manipulative, and they're big time into manipulating their victims into sacrificing, yeah, sacrificing their own self, sacrificing their own needs, and prioritize the narcissist needs, likes, preference and desire first. So they keep on telling these things, how they sacrificed at one point and how much they were respected, and how because of their sacrifices they are respected now, people are bowing to them and they have earned a big name. They have all these stories to tell you, but if you closely observe or if you do a little research in their past, they are not into sacrificing business, they are into manipulating and getting their work done, that's it. They are not into sacrificing business, but they stress, they put pressure on the others, yeah, to sacrifice. And the last thing that you can observe with these narcissists is that they might play victim whenever their shame gets activated, or whenever they are called out for their bad behavior, they automatically become the victim. And they might tell you, well, I never wanted to do this, it's he who made me do it, it's she who compelled me to do it, I was not like this, I was never like this, it all happened because of her. Yeah, so then they are going to deflect, shift the blame, and not take responsibility and accountability for their bad behavior and whatever wrong things they do. So their shame gets activated whenever they are called out for their bad behavior. So yes, these narcissists, they are experts in playing victim. They might appear to be someone who is very strong, who doesn't care, who's who's like a stone and who doesn't get affected with all these tiny bits of, weather changes. But when they are blamed, automatically they transform. That stone image, that powerful strong image, transforms into someone who's made of wax. Yeah, and they start melting, and then they start playing victim. Oh no, I never wanted to do this, it's she who forced me. Okay, I'm the bad one, let me leave everything. Yeah, so they're big time into playing victim. They are not all that strong. They have that side also, and they have this victim side also. These narcissists, they basically have learned and they have evolved into realizing that playing victim is very beneficial. Playing victim can get a lot of their work done. Playing victim can, get them a lot of things, benefits. So they use that. These narcissists, they use a lot of, these subtle manipulation tactics. They don't use, the extreme ones. Yeah, they might be into stonewalling, silent treatment, passive aggression. They won't become, physically violent. Yeah, because they have to maintain that image, the sad story, the pain, and how the pain transformed them into such a magnanimous person they are now. So that's how things are with these narcissists. So yes, there exists a type that has got the qualities of both the grandiose as well as the covert. And I don't think so there is a name given to it, but I mean, I call it a grandiose covert or covert grandiose. They basically evolve. Covert evolves, into becoming a covert grandiose. Grandiose evolves into becoming a grandiose covert. Yeah, so they learn, adapt, and they evolve. So yes, this was all about this unique type that exists, and not much people talk about it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Please don't ignore the red flags. Take care of yourself, and lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.